What is up, my friends? Welcome to the PinPoint Podcast. I am your host, Jaden Hurd, and I'm here with Brother Christian Jacobs and Brother Kerrigan Skelly. How are y'all doing, boys?
Doing good.
Less than highly favored.
Glad
good.
Jesus is Lord.
That's right. I'm not hearing any microphone problems.
Yeah, we coming up.
Everything seems to be doing okay. So,
Amazing.
I'm happy about that. What I am noticing, though, is that I'm not seeing any of the live chat from my end. Are y'all seeing the live chat?
Yeah,
on the Riverside. On Riverside, not on YouTube.
No, I'm not seeing that.
Well, that's how I usually monitor the chat. So I guess I'm going to use the old-fashioned way this week, I guess. So, man, it's just one thing after another, man, with this thing, bro.
Hey, one thing I did notice, though, bro, is, like, your background looks different, bro.
Yeah, it does.
Yes.
Tell us how that changed, brother.
Well, I'm going to tell y'all two things that happened over this past weekend.
All right.
First thing that happened was these brothers and Brother Kevin, Elijah Skelly, which is Kerrigan's son, and Seamus, Kerrigan's other younger son, everyone came over and helped out because I moved from South Austin to a little bit southwest Austin. So a little bit western, hill country area. And they were nice enough to help me. And it was way better with the brothers helping me than when I moved here, because I moved here, paid $300 for like a moving company, and they sent one guy. So it was literally just me and him grinding my entire apartment. And he didn't help me set up anything. He was like, oh, my job is to get it in here. What, I paid $300 for this? Anyway, so it was a lot better to have the brothers do it. We played some worship music. We hung out, whatever. And then, they would have did it They would have done it regardless. But I said, if you guys help me out, I'll make you a ribeye. I'll cook you a ribeye, a steak. And they said they happily agreed, of course. And this past Sunday at fellowship, I brought 5 ribeyes to the fellowship, and cooked them on a Blackstone. And brothers, I want you to tell the people. We'll start with Christian, and then we'll do Kerrigan. What did you rate? What did you rate the steak out of 10?
I did a 9.5. I mean, the tenderness was good. It was really juicy. I mean, it just tasted well. You see, you didn't over season it, you didn't under season it, you didn't overcook it. So I was impressed, brother. Good job. I think one thing I'll also add is that one thing that would have made it a 10 for me, because remember you asked me that on Sunday, and I kind of gave you a nonchalant answer. But yeah, it would have to be maybe like, I guess, minced garlic on it or something for me to give it that, cherry on the top, for me at least, But other than that, 9.5, great steak, really good.
All right.
Good.
I'd
Appreciate
say
it, Chris.
about like an 8.25 out of 10. That's where I'm at. So I got pretty high standards, bro. I'm just saying.
Yeah, this is
But
like this. You have a high standard, so maybe your 8 might be someone else's 9.5, right?
yeah, Chris is 9.5. Yeah. Yeah, ribeye is the best. Obviously, ribeye is the best cut, for sure. It's got all that marbling throughout, the nice fat throughout. And for those of you out there who cut the fat off and put it in the trash, shame on you.
What? Wait, people do that?
Yes, Chris just raised his hand. He's one of them.
I mean, I don't eat excessive fat. I mean, I'll have a little bit of fat, but just too much gooiness for me. It's a texture thing.
Hey, Chris, answer this question though, bro. What part of all the sacrifice in the Old Testament does God reserve for Himself?
The fat.
Yeah. And it's a straight up lie from the food industry that eating fat makes you fat.
Facts.
That's not true. So don't fall for that lie. By you, I have to disagree with you, brother. Filet mignon is not the best. Filet mignon is not the best. That's what Brother Kevin thinks too. Disagree with that. There's no fat on it. There's like no fat on it. That'd be probably Chris's favorite because he didn't like the fat. I think my mom is one of those types that like she'll cut the fat off and throw it away. And I was like, no, don't do that. It's the best part. But anyway, it was good, bro. It was slightly overcooked for me. And like the other improvement I think you can make is maybe get garlic herb butter on top, and then maybe a harder sear, a harder crust. But you did a good job, bro. Like that was impressive for a young man, Brother Jaden's age, to cook ribeye that well. So I think it's congratulations, bro.
Yay! Thank you.
I would have done I would have done one of the reactions, but I don't see clapping on there anymore.
Yeah, man.
You took it from me or something.
No, I didn't. I don't touch this
Oh.
thing. Oh, I see it.
Yeah, there's a clap. There's a clap for sure.
Cool.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys, complimenting my steak. The other brothers who were not on here who had the steak, they also gave me a 9 and above. So I'll take it. I love it.
Kind of a food snob a little bit, Got my nose stuck up at you.
Maybe. But yeah, also Brother Andrew has had my steak, and he's railed on about it. If anybody's had my steak, you know. If you know, you know. So, yeah.
Maybe.
Anyway, well, first of all, before we get into what we're talking about, let's start with what we're drinking. I'll go first, and I have every excuse. I actually don't have anything to drink. I just moved here, and I unfortunately just don't have anything. But I'll tell you what, I'm gonna have a nice cup of grass-fed milk. How about that, right? I'm just gonna have some milk.
What's that? What's that, brother?
Look, it's good milk. It's grass milk, 100% certified, grass-fed.
Homogenized and pasteurized.
Exactly. It's ultra pasteurized. You can't find the non.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, come on, man, cut me some slack. At least I brought something. Christian, when he doesn't have anything, he literally doesn't have anything.
I'm waiting to see what he says. I'm not hopeful.
No, he has something. He has something.
There we go.
Oh.
On that one.
He came through with it. He came through with it.
Yeah, it's crisp apple. It tastes real good.
Yeah. Well, I got some Earl Grey tea. You guys ever had an Earl Grey tea before?
What's that?
Okay, so Earl Grey tea is a black tea flavored with the oil extracted from the rind of a bergamot orange. So it's smooth, citrusy, maybe a little floral flavor in there, tiny bit, mildly sweet, and kind of like a spicy finish. So that's what I'm drinking. I have a little bit of non-dairy cream put in there because I have a problem with dairy. But that's what I'm drinking tonight.
Do y'all like it better with the
fancy.
lights on or the lights off?
I feel like that's something we should have figured out before, but probably off.
I like it on.
You like it?
Oh,
Okay, well.
now you
we're
gotta-
not
No,
ready
no.
to
Oh,
start,
you
bro.
mean
Hey,
you mean
can
the,
we do a
the white
poll?
light? No, I like the way it is now. I think it's about the purple.
Yeah,
one.
it looks
No, like the
better.
light above.
No,
in the
That's
kitchen.
good. That's good the way it is, bro. I like that.
Okay. All right. Well, cool. Well, appreciate you guys tuning in. And don't be judging me for my milk. I don't ever drink milk alone, by itself. But I'm not gonna come to this podcast with nothing. I'm not gonna do that.
Got that right, bro.
That's right. That's right.
Got that right.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Also, do y'all like my my shirt?
Silence
It's
from
the it's an in and out, but it's sin is out.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's
Where'd you
hard,
get that,
huh?
bro? Where'd you
It's
get
from
that?
it's from the Jesus Loves You company.
Really?
That's hard. That's hard, huh? Y'all like that?
I like that.
That's nice. You gotta get me one, bro.
Sin is out.
Yeah, where's my shirt?
Yeah, you're wearing one, bro. Congratulations.
No, that one right there.
This is my shirt.
I know it is. Where's mine?
There's a dude from across the street. Let me hold
Let me
your
hold
shirt.
a dollar. Let me hold it.
Let me hold $1. Let me
Okay,
hold
so
$40 for a T-shirt.
Yeah, well, this actually was on sale. I think it was like they always have sales. Jesus Loves You on their little website. I think this one came part of like either because I got this a while back. I got this either like for $10 if you bought 3, or it was just on sale for like $12 or something like that. So it was very
Drop
cheap.
the link, bro. Drop the link in the
Well,
chat.
I don't have the
Yeah,
link
gatekeep
to
it.
the
You
shirt.
don't have the
but
link? Just
Yeah,
to the
I got
website
you.
itself. They can find the shirt. Just the website itself.
Here you go. Hear ye, hear ye. There you go.
Yeah, Bayou in a good statement there. He said, "You're giving me ideas for a track."
Hey.
Sin is out.
Yeah.
That'd be perfect in California, where In and
I
Out
was
is
just about to say
crazy
that,
all over the
yeah.
place. It's around here quite a bit too. In and Out is.
It is. There's a lot of In-N-Outs here. I might show
The
up to In-N-Out and
Californians
just.
crave that stuff. They rave about it like crazy. Like before my
Yeah.
wife and I switched, diets and all that, she would rave about that stuff, about In and Out this and In and Out that. But
Hey,
It's
just
really
just
It's pretty good.
just on a similar note here. So I went and got my eyes checked today, getting some new glasses, and I hadn't eaten anything yet. This was like 11:30. I was like, man, I gotta grab a bite to eat. I'm kind of hungry. I was in Austin. Can you guys guess where I went?
Hop Dottie.
Nope.
Okay.
given what we were just talking about, I'm gonna say In and Out.
Nope.
Don't tell us. Don't tell us. Don't tell us. Is it something that is it a place that we would know?
Yeah, we talked about it not too long ago.
Nando's.
Nope. Ugh.
You haven't had Nando's. Why are you gonna say? Ugh, you haven't had it.
I'm just messing with you.
The place that we talked about. Is it what we talked about on Sunday? The Israel place or whatever.
No, we talked about it on Saturday, Friday when we helped you move. Was that Thursday? Whatever day it was we helped you move. Thursday. Starts with an
I don't
M.
know, dude.
It's close
Not
by to your
McDonald's.
house. No, bro. It's
People
close
never
by to
eat
your old
McDonald's, bro.
apartment complex.
We
We talked about
What
possibly
is-
going there before I decided to go home instead.
I heard Hop Dottie as one of the options.
No,
I don't
I'll just
remember.
I'm just
what
go ahead and
other
tell you.
option.
It's Marino's Burger Company.
Oh, Moreno's. Moreno's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Moreno's.
is that how you pronounce it, Moreno?
I
Anyway,
think it's Moreno, yeah.
the second time I've been there, they got this burger that's thick and smoked, and when you bite into it, you see the ring of smoke on the inside of it. Man, that thing was good. It had beef tallow, French fries.
Oh,
Hit
wow.
the spot, man. That burger was like a half pound at least. Like I wasn't hungry the rest of the day. So anyway, that's what I had for dinner or for lunch.
I haven't had dinner today yet, so I'm actually hungry already. So let's get this podcast going so Bub can eat. So today we're gonna do Bible trivia. Christian's gonna do his Q&A. I really like your questions this week, Christian. I like your questions every week, to be honest.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
and then we have a new segment that Kerrigan's going to introduce towards the end of the podcast, and I have no idea what it is at all. So, we'll see, Bubs.
Like a little surprise.
Suspenseful.
It's gonna be
Yeah,
top 3 segment on the show, along with Bible trivia and story time with Kerrigan.
Story time. All right. Well, Kerrigan, why don't we get into the first segment and with Bible trivia? In the meantime, I'm going to grab a cup for my milk.
All right, go for it.
I am excited for this, brother.
All right, let's get to it. Let's just start with something that's like kind of medium strength as far as difficulty. Nothing too hard. What was the name? In fact, I'm going to do this time. To twist up a little bit here. So for each, we alternate back and forth. I'll give Chris a chance to answer first, and then Jaden next time. Okay, so that way it's a little more fair to Jaden because he's been struggling on Bible trivia, to be quite frank. Okay, so this first one's going to be
It's not struggling, bro. It's been losing,
Failure.
failure. Because you know how people say, "Oh, I struggle with
sin."
or
They're
something."
diving head
No, you
first
just-
into it. You're cannonballing into it.
Bro, I'm cannonballing, taking L's. That's what
Well, you can always improve.
Yeah,
You can always improve.
All those
Anyway.
plays on us.
All right, here's the first one. I'll give the first one to Jaden, see if he can get it.
It's good milk.
What was the name of the man who was chosen to replace Judas?
Acts. Ma.
Chris knows, I can tell.
Is it Matthias or something like that? Whatever his name, however you say it.
You want to give it a try there, Chris?
I'm going to say Matthias.
Matthias, there you go.
No,
There you
that's not fair, bro. I didn't know how to say it. I didn't know how to say it.
Well,
That's your fault. You know how to say it, bro.
Iron
That's
out
not my fault.
But you know who I'm talking about, though. You know who I'm talking about. You got to give me some grace here, man. I
All right,
need the
we'll
points.
give you like a half a point. Okay, the next one is going to be for Chris first. We're going to step it up a little bit, make it a little bit
Wait, so
harder.
what's the score?
Well, right now, Chris has got 1 and you got a half a point. And we round down, bro. So it's really just 1-0. All right, Christian. What was the name of Noah's father? Might have him stumped on this one. I got my finger on the wrong answer button.
Noah's father.
Make sure y'all are guessing in the chat too.
I'm thinking of Abraham's father, but I know it's not that obviously.
No.
Man, I don't know. I'm gonna say that might be wrong. Nahor.
Okay, Jaden, you got
That's a hard one.
any guesses? Anything?
I have
Nothing?
no idea. I mean, I
Nothing.
could guess.
Go ahead and guess.
I don't know. Joseph. I have no idea who Noah's father is.
It's Lamech.
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 I
is
still wasn't gonna
Noah's-
get it, but Lamech. Okay.
Lamech is Noah's
I
father.
thought I was gonna.
All right.
Should be tied 1-1, but if you ask me.
All right. Next one is for Jaden. We'll make it a little easy on him. Which disciple of Jesus and writer of the New Testament was a doctor?
I believe that was John, right?
Luke.
Oh, it was Luke.
John?
It was Luke.
Easy one. That was like
It
a
was
layup.
It
That
was
reminds
Luke.
me of like 4 Sundays ago when I gave you like 8 really good assists at the park and you blew every single.
We
layup.
don't talk about that. We talk about what happened.
He bricked
No, we
every
talking about what
layup,
happened
bro.
in Georgia when I was dominating them in Georgia, bro.
I'm just saying, man. That was a layup. I gave that to you.
It
All
was
right,
Luke. I knew
so,
that too.
so right now it's 2-0.5. Can either one of you tell me?
It should be two.
what-
It's 2-1. It should be 2-1.
We're
I
rounding
got
down.
it right.
We're rounding down. Can either one of you tell me for 2 extra points? Either one of you tell me what book of the Bible that's found in.
Luke.
Luke 1.
Oh yeah, Luke 1:1-2.
Nah, you're both wrong on that one.
Mark
It's-
Mark
Acts.
chapter 10.
And Acts.
All right. It's Colossians chapter 4 and verse 14.
Would have never got it.
That's right. That was a difficult one, that last part of it. Okay. Let's move on to the next one. And this one is for starting out with Chris. What did Aquila do for an occupation?
He built tents, tent maker.
That's right, tent maker. So that's 3-0.5. Now, can either one of you tell me what book of the Bible that information is found in?
And Acts.
Yeah, that's 2 more points for Chris. We'll give this last part to Jaden. Jaden, can you tell me what chapter of Acts is found in for 3 points?
Yeah, I don't know. I'll say Acts chapter. Acts chapter 14, 15.
Acts chapter 18, verses 1-3. Okay, so Jaden, what do you have? I think you still have 0.5. And then Chris,
Can you just
have.
give me one? I got it right. I got
All
it. I'm talking about the right person. I just
All
didn't
right,
know how to say
let's
it.
vote on. Let's vote on it, Chris. Should we give him the 1 point or no?
Yeah, we'll give it to him.
Okay,
yeah.
we'll give it to him. So
Thank
right now,
you.
I think it's 5-1 right now.
This is some good
Okay.
democracy here.
Okay, all right. We'll give him another easy one. All right, Jaden, this is the easy one. Hopefully you won't miss this layup.
Just give me no. Don't worry about easy, medium, hard. I want to earn this. But do like the order.
I
the
mean-
order that comes in.
I thought the last one was easy. Okay, well,
Just
let's
do
give
the
you next
order.
one. Next one, okay. What were the names of Noah's 3 sons?
If I get one of them, do we get points? Or we have to get all 3. Is that how? I don't know how it works.
Yeah,
I'm
it's got to
just
be all 3,
asking.
bro. It's got to be all 3.
I'm not gonna get it.
Can you give me any? Can you give me any?
I don't think so. Oh, it doesn't matter if I
Really?
can't give you all. If I can't give you all 3,
I mean,
I'd like to see Chris do this.
Chris?
Shem, Ham, and Japheth.
Oh,
There you go, bro. All right. And that's 6 points for Chris. Still 1 point for Jaden. Now, Jaden,
how does he have
Here's-
6 points?
bro, we've been keeping track of this whole time, bro. And okay, so now, Jaden, here's your chance to add up get 2 more points here. What book of the Bible was that found in?
I mean, that's got to be Genesis.
What do you know?
There you go.
6-3. Now,
Well, that's where
Christian,
the
you have a
story
chance
of
to get
it-
3 extra points by telling me the chapter it's found in.
I'm gonna say. I'm stuck between 2 right now.
If he doesn't get it, can I guess it?
Yeah, you can guess if he doesn't get it.
I'm gonna say Genesis chapter 5.
Oh, he got that right.
Yeah.
I thought it was Genesis
sure.
6. Oh,
So now
that's
it's
what
now it's
happened.
9-3 right now. 9-3. Okay. Now we're back to Chris. Chris, what was Noah's grandfather's name?
Oh man. His grandfather's name.
Let me go to a different book.
That's gonna be a hard one for me. I'm gonna guess though and say go back to what I said originally, Nahor.
Bro, that's Abraham, man. That's not Noah. Jaden.
Noah's grandfather.
All right.
Noah's grandfather.
Think old.
No, I know. Oh, you mean
No.
like old in age?
I'm giving you a tip. Think old.
Man, that would have been enough for me.
I don't know, dude. I don't know. I've been reading Psalms, not Genesis.
Chris?
I was gonna
Wait.
say Methuselah.
That's right.
He already ain't got a guess. He already
He
got it wrong.
don't get any points for it, just for fun.
Okay.
That one, he doesn't get any points for it.
Calm down. Calm down.
Right now it's 9-3. Okay, well now we're back to Jaden going first again.
What are we going to?
Let's go to 12. We'll go to 12.
All right. We'll go to 12.
All right. What was the which two half brothers of Jesus wrote books in the New Testament, Jaden?
I think that's James and I assume Jude, or I guess Judas, whatever. Right?
Is there a book of Judas, bro?
Well, Jude, but I don't know if that's short for Jude. James and Jude, please, just please. Thank you.
Go.
Well, the
Good
same, bro.
job.
Locked
Good job.
in.
You got it, bro. All right, so that's 9.
The dude's name is actually Jude.
That's
It's
the
not
name
short
of the
for
book, bro.
Judas.
That's the name of the book.
That's
All
fine.
right, 9-4 is the current score. All right. Christopher.
Wait. Can I give you the book Can I give you the book?
There's no book, bro. I don't. It's just naming
Okay.
books. So there's no book to name. Okay, Chris, who wrote Proverbs 31?
Was that Lemuel?
I wouldn't have got that right.
King
fine.
Lemuel. And the word Lemuel, the little nugget here, means devoted to God, and it's a possible pen name for King Solomon. So there you go.
Interesting.
Okay, Jaden.
So he
Next
has
one's-
he has 10, right?
He has 10 right now, and you have
And
6.
I have 4. I have
You have
6.
6.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. What was Paul's original name before he was called Paul?
Oh, it's Saul. That's a little too
Scare
easy
me.
though.
Scare me
That's
for
an
a
easy
second,
one.
bro.
That's an easy one.
Wait, I hesitated because remember what he did, Christian, with the
he
how
switches
many
it. He tricks it.
yeah, I was like, is this a trick question? So I was like, Saul.
Yeah.
All right, we're not going to do the book of the Bible for that one. So we're moving on to Chris here. Okay,
Wait, why
Chris.
not?
Here's,
Wait, why
because
not?
it's too easy. That's why I'm not giving you that one. It's
What about the
Acts
chapter?
No, it's too easy too.
Oh,
All right, so here's your next one, Chris. At
okay.
what time of the day was Adam created?
Time of day. What time of day? I guess. I don't know. Cool of day?
Can you give like a multiple choice here? What do you mean by time of day?
No,
Like,
there's
do you
no
mean like
multiple choice.
You don't mean by morning? Okay, well, I'm gonna say time of day. I'm gonna say morning. Well,
All right. It was a little before Eve.
He gave himself a point.
he gave himself a point.
I get a point for that one.
Oh,
All right, now
man.
it's Jason's turn. So right now it's 10-6, right?
I thought I was
Okay.
7.
All right, 10-7. I'm sorry, 10-7. That's right. All right, Jaden. Here's your next one. Where was Peter praying when the men from Cornelius arrived?
That's a good question. Where was Peter praying before the men of Cornelius arrived? I'm gonna just say, I don't know. The temple? I don't know. I have no idea.
Chris, your chance to get 11 here.
So you're talking about a location, right?
That's right.
Okay. At his
I'm gonna
place,
put my
at
milk
his
up.
house,
I'll be back.
At his house in Caesarea Philippi?
He didn't live in Caesarea Philippi. He lived in Capernaum. He was praying on the housetop of Simon the tanner.
That's
And Cornelius'
right.
friends came to get him. Okay, you both stumped
I
on
hate
that.
that I
one,
got
okay.
that wrong.
All right, here's a little more difficult one. This one's for Jaden. What was the name of the coppersmith whose business had been hurt by the ministry of the Apostle Paul?
Coppersmith. Ministry hurt by Paul.
No, the coppersmith business was hurt by Paul's ministry.
Oh, what is the name of the business?
What
Oh,
was
what's the name of the
man?
guy who
was
who
a
had a
coppersmith.
copper?
He was a coppersmith.
Um, I feel like the only person's business I feel like was messed up was that dude, the sorcerer dude.
Well, this
I
guy's a
don't.
coppersmith, and his business was messed up.
Yeah.
So I'll give you that.
I don't know.
All right, Chris.
I'm gonna say Alexander. Oh.
It was Demetrius. Now, Jaden, it's in the book of Acts. Can you tell me what chapter of the book of Acts that's found in?
It's gotta
This is
be
this is
later,
for this
so
is for
like,
this is for 2 points, bro.
I'm gonna say Acts 12.
Chris.
Acts. Wait. Acts 24.
Acts 19. All right, we're back to Chris now, and it's 10-7. I mean, Jaden, you have a chance, bro. You could.
I have a
could come
chance.
back. Could
Yeah.
come back and win this.
Hey, LeBron 3-1. Greatest regular season team of all time, 7-3-9 Warriors.
LeBrick fainting, Goat James. He wants to
Get my
bring him up on the
popcorn.
pod. Okay, Jaden, what did Judas receive for betraying Jesus?
He received, oh, it was the shekels of gold. Or silver. It was silver.
That's not. You can't tell me how many pieces of silver it is. That's what I'm looking for.
Oh, how many pieces? Wait, did I already get it wrong?
I mean,
If I tell you how many pieces, can
no,
I get it right?
I'll give it to you if you get it right. Get that part right.
It was. How many? I think it was like. It wasn't 12, was it? Was it 12?
I'm
Chris.
gonna say 30 pieces of
30?
All right, he's got 11. It's 11-7 now. All right, we're going on to Christopher. Okay, Chris, how many wise men visited Jesus to give the 3 gifts when he was under 2 years old?
It doesn't actually specify a number. It just says wise men.
There you go. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That means that Christopher has won again.
Let's go.
Hey, that's
It was
progress,
close.
though. That's
It was
progress.
close. It was close.
Yeah, that's all that
Yeah.
matters. He should.
Keep
He
studying.
should be winning.
Why should he?
Like length, trying to become an elder, older.
Maybe.
Mathematically, he should be winning.
Mathematically.
Yeah, maybe.
Isaac Newton
Perfect
would
music
be.
right now.
All right. Well, that wraps up Bible trivia, ladies and gentlemen.
Glad that's over.
I love winning. Winning feels great. We should do this every week. Tell you what.
Chris,
I'll
can you tell
tell you what.
Can you tell everybody, Chris, why you like winning so much?
Well, so a little long, actually, backstory, but I'll condense it in a matter of moments. Ever since joining this fellowship, before joining this fellowship, I used to be an avid video gamer, so I never really, played anything other than that. And so coming to this fellowship, there's a lot of, switch up, like playing basketball, playing hearts, playing spades, playing all sorts of things that I'm not used to playing. So I took a lot of L's before I started, obtaining some, W's.
Well, hey, bro.
So
Well, hey, bro. Who won at Hearts this past Sunday?
it was me, actually.
There you go.
Yeah,
Who
that's
came
what I'm talking
second?
about.
Who came second?
I don't know, actually.
It was me.
I was
It was
focused
me.
on me.
It was me.
Okay.
No, you're good. But who came last? You know who came last.
That's okay. I can take an
It
L
was
every once in a while.
Kerrigan.
I'm usually winning, so I can take an L every once in a while. I don't mind. But
It's
here's
true.
my philosophy on games of chance, which is like cards. That's a kind of a game of chance to some degree. There's some strategy involved. But you're just getting cards, and you have to deal with what you have. It's the consistency over time. Like, what is your consistency? Like, do you usually come in first or second? Do you rarely ever come in last? That's how you determine the best player in games of chance. Now, it's games of skill like chess or basketball or something like
Spades.
that. Was that? What do you say?
Spades.
Spades? That's not real. That's a game of chance.
I mean,
too,
that's
bro.
kind of but Space has a lot more strategy than Hearts, though.
That's true.
Yeah, because you have a teammate you have to play with, so it does have more strategy. You have to know your teammate and all those kind of things. But yeah, you got the win, bro. In fact, you had one of the lowest scores I can remember.
I think he
Someone
ended off like
having another game.
negative 30
Negative
or
54
negative
or
35.
something like that.
Picture.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
so
got
you
the
got the picture,
picture.
bro. So he's got to put it on a frame. Probably
Get it
back there on
framed
his
up.
wall somewhere, framed up.
Yeah, so that way the pod can see it.
I
Get
had
a
like
trophy
negative
for it.
12. Like I had a winning score, really, but you just had a monster score.
Yeah, I
Seriously.
never gotten something that low, but I was thankful to do it. So
Yeah,
that was a good W to collect.
that's good. Well, hey, let's move on to Q&A for Christian. Christian, I'll let you take it from here. Hope you guys enjoyed that
Alrighty.
Bible trivia. I didn't.
I did.
Yeah, you did, bro. You almost came in first.
Yeah, and it should provoke you to go deeper.
You're just the first loser, bro. That's all.
I'm the
Alright,
only
so
loser in that game.
For the question and answer this week, I actually don't have as many questions as I normally do. I usually like to do a 2, 2, 2, 2 for Kerrigan, 2 for Jaden, and then 2 for the both of them. But I think I only have 2 for Kerrigan and 1 for Jaden and 1 for both. But I think they're still equally edifying. So we'll get started and ask Kerrigan the first question. So, Brother Kerrigan, what would be a reason for Christians to not have children or to have only one child or no children at all?
I think there's lots of answers to that.
For sure.
I'm not of the opinion, some people are of this, and that's fine. I'm not of the opinion that everybody is supposed to have as many children as they can. Okay? That was said several times. It was said to Adam and Eve, because there's nobody in the world. It was said to Noah and his sons, because once again, there's nobody left. And it said to Jacob and his sons, because God wanted a large nation, the nation of Israel. It wasn't said to anyone else. Now, that doesn't mean you can't have as many biological children as you can. That's fine. I think there's some pretty bad excuses not to have more children, like, oh, I can't afford it. It's too hard. Listen, being a father is probably one of the most difficult things I've ever done. Also, one of the most rewarding things I've ever done. And it's probably the role I treasure the most in this world, being a father. So, we had 7 biologically, naturally. We adopted my nephew Matthew, so we had 8 total. And I'm thankful for all 8 that I have. I thank God for each one of them, and love them all the same. And looking forward to see what God's gonna do with them going forward. But my wife, when she gave birth to Seamus was 10 pounds 12 ounces. He was ginormous. In fact, I made up a new word to describe what he was. Jaihusunumbo. That's 5 words put together: gigantic, huge, sumo, enormous, and jumbo. Jaihusunumbo. That's what I called Seamus, okay, when he came out. And my wife had to actually have C-section. We're really against C-sections. We're just like, we're not having a C-section, so we absolutely have to, because doctors pressure you for that kind of stuff. They pressure you to get, induced to provoke the baby to start to go into labor. All unnatural things, in my opinion. And, she had to have an emergency C-section because he just wasn't coming out. Like, he was just so large, he would not come out. Like, she pushed it home for hours, and then we went to the hospital as an emergency, because we had a midwife. Went to the hospital as an emergency, still couldn't get him out. His head was just so big, his shoulders were even bigger. And then when they did a C-section and brought him out, all the nurses gasped. And my wife's like, "What's wrong? What's wrong?" And I was like, "Nothing. He's just huge." And then the nurses handed it to me and said, "Here's your toddler." So 10
Now
pounds,
that I
12
think
ounces.
about it, bro. Now that I think about it, Seamus does have a big old head.
He does. He's just like
He's
his
got a
brother
big old
Malachi.
head.
Malachi was the same
Malachi
way.
he does have a big head too.
We were just talking about it. Like, I actually went to the doctor today
Wow.
to get new glasses. I went to the eye place to get the frames picked out. And listen to the lady said. Listen to what the lady said to me. She said, "Let me pick out some frames for you because you got a big head." I want to pick out the ones that'll actually fit your head. And I started laughing at that. This is like a VA. I get it from the VA. And this lady's like said to her coworker, "Aren't you glad we don't work in the public sector?" Could you imagine saying to someone in the public sector, "Thank God for these soldiers who don't care about that kind of stuff." So,
Man, for real. Wow.
but
That's
it
funny.
runs in the family. My wife was telling me recently I got a big head and a big neck, and then this lady said at the eye place, and Malachi's got a big head. We used to put his shirts on. It was so hard to get him on. You got like force him on, and we're like, "Oh, big head." He's like, "Oh, big head." That's what he would say. It's like a 1-year-old, 2-year-old. It was hilarious. And Seamus is the same way. But like my wife said, a big brain requires big head, man. That's just the way it is
That's
sometimes.
right. That's right.
Yeah.
Hey,
So
he's a lot
anyway,
like me, so
yes.
smart
So
kid.
that was a long way of saying we actually decided after much prayer to stop having children after Seamus. Like we could have had more, but there was actually concern when my wife was giving birth to him that she wasn't going to make it. Like I thought I was going to lose my wife, and losing my wife to get another child would be disastrous for me and for my children. I'd rather have the 7, because we only had 7 at that point. We got Matthew after Seamus was born. I'd rather have 7 with my wife than 8 or 9 without my wife, right? And so the doctors actually told my wife before she ever got pregnant she shouldn't get pregnant because she had back issues. But, that goes to show them that they're wrong. So, there's lots of reasons why. I mean, if you can't have kids, don't. I know everybody wants to have their own biological child, but if you can't have kids, it's okay. You can adopt, or maybe you can just focus on just doing as much ministry, seeing as many souls saved as you can, discipling people. That's another way to have children in a spiritual sense, by seeing people get saved and discipling them. Or you can adopt. If you can't have them biologically, you can adopt. So there's reasons why if the woman's barren or the man can't get the woman pregnant, it's okay. It's not. I know we all have these ideal goals of what marriage is going to be like and how you're going to have a big family or have so many kids. Doesn't always work out that way, right? And so, and sometimes the people who are married, they're really not geared towards having lots of kids, if you know what I mean. Some people can handle that better than other people. And it's okay to pray these things through and to see what God wants to do with you. I mean, I knew a couple, back when I was in Louisiana, and they said that they prayed about it and God led them not to have any kids because they didn't want to bring any kids into this wicked world. I don't agree with that, but that's how God led them. And so that's their choice to make, and they'll have to deal with the ramifications of that, whether good or bad. So there's lots of reasons why not to have or only have one kid. There could be medical issues, there could be health issues, but it must be sought via prayer to God to see what He wants. Our will must always be surrendered to Him, right? If God told me after we had Seamus, you got to have another kid, Kerrigan, well, I prayed about it for 9 months. Fasted and prayed about it. My wife did too, and we both felt led of the Lord to not have any more children. That's what we did. And so we planned not to have any more from that point forward. And then, wouldn't you know it, right after he was born, God gave us another kid, my 9-year-old nephew. And so God has ways of doing things that we have no control. And we were always open to adopting a child eventually. And, we end up getting one in a way that we never thought it would happen. So praise God for that.
Amen, brother. That's good. And I like what you said too when you spoke about like someone who's not able to have children to obviously consider adoption, but that spiritual adoption as well. Like, Paul talks about his son Timothy, and John talks about, he takes great joy knowing that his children are doing, well. I know for me on a natural level, one thing that stopped me at first, the reluctancy that was there, was finances. I think, people can definitely let finances get in the way. I got to pay off all this debt before having children. And really once I surrendered to the Lord on that, once the Lord showed me that, I'm putting my trust elsewhere rather than in Him, it actually took a conversation with a brother from Georgia to really help me through that. It wasn't anything I was going through like, majorly. It was more so in passing that he was mentioning it, that, when he had children, children come with bread under their arms, and so I've experienced that greatly with, our son, how, when we had him, like not that we were, trying to freeload off of anybody, because that's not our heart at all, but it's like the Lord provided abundantly for everything that we needed and everything that, we essentially wanted. And so if finances is stopping you from having children, I would really question where your trust is in the Lord. You shouldn't allow finances. You shouldn't, have this mindset, I need to get a nice house. I need to get a big car for a big family. I need to, do this and that. I mean, you'll probably never have children at that point, because it may take years or even a decade to get to the point of being prepared for something that you kind of prepare for or just grow as you, go. So,
Yeah, bro. There's
yeah,
there's
that's
the
what I would
ideal,
say.
bro. There's the ideal, which is like
For sure.
ideally you get married with no debt, right?
Amen.
Ideally, the wife who's getting married to her husband knows how to cook and clean and take care of her house and has experience with children and changing diapers and all that stuff. Ideally, the man has a job, has no debt, has a way of providing abundantly, but that's not reality most times, unfortunately. Same thing with having children. Like me and my wife have struggled financially all throughout our life. We've almost always lived paycheck to paycheck, but God has always provided for us. And I mean, I could write a book and all the different strange ways God has provided for us through the years to take care of our kids. And plus, we've always been frugal too. Like most of our kids have just worn hand-me-downs for the most part, whether it's from somebody else or from their brother or sister. And then we do our best to buy new clothes and those kind of things. But God always provides. And like Chris said, you got to trust the Lord. And if His will is for you to have children, you need to just get to it. That's all there is to it. Get to it.
Amen. Yeah, that's good. So brother Jaden, I'm actually curious because there's this whole new thing that I incorporated in your question called looks maxing, and I'm sure you probably give us a little more on that maybe. It's pretty interesting. But
Yeah, what's that,
my
bro?
yeah, I think Jaden could answer that a little better. I've heard of it here and there. I've seen it here and there. But I'll ask the question that he could kind of fill us in on what that is. But is it a sin for any man or woman to change their appearance, such as using plastic surgery, looks maxing, or anything of the sort? Is anything that could really alter your structure?
I mean, it can be. So I think it just depends. So specifically with looks maxing, let's start with looks maxing. Looks maxing is a term, and it combines two words, looks and maxing, which is like to the max or like very tippy top, right? And basically, you're doing every little thing that you can. Specifically, males. This is actually more of a male thing. Looks maxing is a male thing. You're doing every little thing that you can to make your jawline structure look good, like your cheekbones, like you're literally doing like little things. It's called mewing. You ever heard of mewing before, Kerrigan? Where you like you like your chin goes like a little. Anyway,
Is that when you
it's
go out
like
to
a
a
big
field
thing
and like
now.
hang out with cows? Moving?
No, 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 not quite. But they might as well be that because it's just so dumb.
Yeah.
But the point is to make yourself have the best facial structure, and you literally optimize every area of your life to make your looks better, right? So looks maxing can involve a lot of things, but long story short, it's basically the male version of plastic surgery, if you ask me, like that women do. But my thing is, I don't think plastic surgery in its essence is sinful. Like, let's say you break your nose and you need to get plastic surgery for your nose to look normal. I don't see why that's a big deal. Or if you have a very, very large nose and you want to, shrink it or something, not because you want to, like, I don't know, like look more attractive to attract more women, but because your nose is big and it's just really big. I don't know. I don't really think that's like the biggest deal in the world. I think it's about the heart behind it. If you're trying to get more eyes on you, that's a problem. Like breast surgery or whatever it's called. I don't even know what it's called. Like, getting bigger, things for your breast or whatever. I think that's wrong. There's a reason why you're doing that. And we all know. You're trying to entice the eyes of your brothers in Christ, which why would you want to make your brother stumble? And of course, I'm talking to Christian women, but worldly women are that's what they're gonna do. Lip filler, making yourself have bigger lips so that your face looks better for men to look at. That's a problem. There's a lot of different plastic surgery. BBL is that what it is, Christian? When they put this,
I don't
they
know.
in they inject their bottom with stuff and they make it bigger.
Lip injection or whatever. I
Well,
don't know
it's
what
the
the
bottom,
chemical or
not
whatever it's
your.
called.
Yeah,
What
it's the
in the
same.
world?
Yeah, it's called BBL, I think. Yeah. Okay, Born Again Jazz knows
Oh,
BBLs. Yeah,
BBLs.
she
Yeah, I've
knows.
never heard of
Yeah,
that.
yeah. So anyway, that's a sin because you're trying to make your behind look better for people walking behind. So that's obviously a sin, right? But where do we draw the line? Is it like because some people will say makeup, wearing any sort of makeup at all is a sin, right? And I'm just like, not really.
Yeah.
But if you're wearing makeup in order to create lust for yourself, which I don't know, I don't really. It's about the heart, And this cringe like New Age Christianity where they're like, oh, God looks at your heart, and God knows my heart. I'm not trying to say it in that sense. Like, that's not what I'm trying to say. But I'm genuinely saying that it really does. Like, are you trying to get people to look at you versus look at God, right? And that's what modesty is, right? Modesty is about not showing off your body, trying to get eyes onto you. And I don't think that's holy, right?
Yeah.
Wearing a bunch of makeup to get eyes on you, getting BBLs, breasts, whatever it is, all that stuff, lip fillers, and it's very popular amongst especially like Gen Z girls. And I don't say this to be creepy, but there's a lot of girls nowadays who look a lot older because they have all the stuff being done to them,
That's true.
right? And it's weird, and their parents are okay with it. Like the parents pay for it. I'm like, what are we talking about right now? So to answer your question, it depends, right? I don't think there's anything wrong with getting a nose surgery because you broke your nose. I don't think there's anything wrong with you broke your jaw, so you need to get plastic surgery to fix your jaw. But there comes a point to where what's your intention behind it? Are you trying to get more eyes on you, or do you truly need this surgery? Another thing too is God made you the way you are. So who are you to say, well, God, you didn't do a good job, and let me fix it, what you messed up? Well, no, the Bible says we were fearfully and wonderfully made in our mother's womb, that he knit us together. So you would be saying God made a mistake. And we wouldn't say that about so-called transgender people, right? We're not going to say that about so-called people who are born sinners, right? God didn't knit them to be sinners. He's not the author of sin. And he's surely not the author of your quote-unquote mistake of your appearance. And God, you're made in God's image, right? God saw you, he designed you, he made you the way he wanted you to be. And so for you to then look at that and say, it's not good enough, I mean, that's pride, if you ask me. So that's what I would say.
Yeah, if I can add to that, bro. Yeah, there's other things that warrant plastic surgery, like maybe you're a burn victim, or you've been in an accident of some kind. Mm-hmm. They might even graft it from someplace else to fix you. That's definitely plastic surgery. Jaden gave the negative of women trying to improve their upper body with implants. What about those who try to reduce upper body because they have back pains and all kinds of troubles from that? So there
Right.
are decent reasons for having some kind of form of plastic surgery or body alteration, but it's got to go. It's got to be for a good reason. It can't just be for very vain reasons like Jaden is talking about.
Yeah, amen. And to I guess more define what mewing is, because I heard of this back in I think 2019 or something. But it wasn't like how all the Gen Alpha people and Gen Z people are like going crazy with it. But it's essentially, if I still remember it, just placing your tongue, if it's just resting, below the top of the roof of your mouth, it's essentially putting your tongue at the top of the roof of your mouth and resting it there. And it's supposed to, be as like a pillar to support like your posture overall. And over time, it causes your jawline to be more defined and stuff like that. But I want to share my screen with because there's like no shortage of videos. I just kind of looked on TikTok, you know, after looking up what looks maxing is, but um,
Oh,
it's
that's Clav. That's Clav, by the way.
I don't
Who?
know who that is.
Oh, okay, I can go into that in a second, but go ahead.
Okay, yeah,
But
but
he's like the looks maxing like face. He's like the face of looks maxing.
yeah, and I don't I don't see, you know, what like it's apparently supposed to make your eyes, you know, go from this to that, and you know your jawline pushed out more, and all sorts of things. But